We're all gonna die soon. Yep, we're all gonna die soon. I'm just gonna say it. Spar grouses, I'm starving. And I don't mean it as an expression. I am so hungry I might die. The caravan's getting precariously low on food, and nobody dares to drink the water that pools in dark crevices. You're feeling it yourself. The stone singer seems to understand that you've never seen them eat anything before, scraping a hard, bell-shaped object from the cliff walls and handing it to you with a motion like opening a book. Huh. I thought that was just more craggy rock, says Spar, taking the thing. It has a hard obsidian shell, but once cracked open, a strikingly bright pink plant resides within, squishy to the touch. It looks like a mushroom. It doesn't smell strange, or display the same warped weirdness that everything else does. There seem to be quite a few more clinging to the cliffside. But who's gonna try it first? We could ask I mean, it's reasonable to ask the Valka if it's safe. Alfred speaks up. I've eaten inner earth plants before, she says, but I can't say if the darkness has tainted it. I can help if it makes you sick, though. Probably. YOLO! It does remind you of a mushroom. It tastes like a mushroom. A couple minutes later, you're actually feeling a bit stronger. A bit more energized, in fact. The others cautiously gather handfuls and eat as much as they dare. You swear the caravan moves on a little faster than before. Hey! All we had to do was believe in the power of other people telling us that we should eat stuff and whatnot. Keep a friend company? Alfred beckons during a short rest, patting a lonely rock at the caravan's edge. Innocent enough, but you see an ulterior motives on her face, brighter than the white tower in the distance. Ulterior motives? You have something on your mind. You, Ivor, it's funny. I should hate you. Many sculptors are my friends. You are the one they tell their children to fear. But I don't hate you. The more about you I know, the more I like you. That really what you want to talk about? Straight to the point. Ivan and Juno, they trust you, don't they? But I wonder if they have earned your trust. Do they have yours? Of course not. Now Juno, she may be weaving little truths, but step back, look at the whole tapestry. They wield terrible power, perhaps you've noticed? It's exactly why they made the Order of the Menders. Ah, look over here. We're only healing the sick, building houses. Pay no mind to the madmen on ivory towers turning the world inside out. I've considered it. Come closer. Ivan created a Fane immortal. Can you comprehend? Juno cannot die. But that wasn't their goal, was it? What is immortality without power? Misery. No, I think they're trying to make a god, to make themselves gods. Don't tell me you believe they've come this far just to undo it all. Yes, no? If we were just on a trek to just undo her immortality with zero further context, then I'd be like, yeah, maybe they're just trying to make her even more powerful, or make him like her, or something like that. But specifically, they say that what they did ended the world, and that undoing it is the way to unend the world. That's a little more context. It could still be a lie, but there's more to it than just, like, acting like there's like they're it's weird that it's not reasonable to act like what they're doing here is completely irrational and self-serving as an assumption, but she's the type of person that would probably make that assumption because she's not a fan. What are you implying? Not to sit back and let it happen. That should be clear. Say nothing now. I'm not asking you for promises, but a time will come, and soon I think, when you'll see the truth unfolding before your eyes. When that time comes, look to me. Trust your instincts. Juno and Ivan are not the only ones who know how to twist the threads. I will make certain what they claim to be doing is what is done. I've got to live here too, you know. Well, that's reassuring, if she's telling the truth. Because she could just be the liar. Oftentimes the ones that accuse other people of lying are the ones that are themselves doing all the lying. But at the same time, you know, we also do know that these other people lie. The speed boost is a good news. I might be able to make it there before a distant rumble approaches, and all the things it could be race through your mind. Someone shouts, "Earthquake!" as the ground bucks beneath your feet. Violent shaking peels rock sheets off nearby cliffs. They crash around you in great billowing clouds of dust. Everything all right? You shout in the aftermath. I knew I recognized you from somewhere, Valgard shouts, swinging at Ollie with clenched fists. This bastard tried to push me into the falling rocks. As the confusion and dust clear, frustrated ravens are letting off steam with chants of fight. What's this about? Ollie murdered a warlord in Strand, back when I was guard captain. I never got a chance to thank him for all the good friends who were killed as a result. Liar, retorts Ollie. Never even been to Strand. You're both lying, Juno interjects in a dark mood. Ollie traveled to Strand where he did ignite the war, but no one was pushed towards falling rocks. And if you both wish to keep your history in the past... Both men pale from Juno's icy words, realizing they can keep no secrets. That earthquake was no coincidence, Ivan says, changing the subject. Same as when the serpent carved chasms through the earth above. Be on your guard. This is such a cool visual, but also totally speaks to the reoccurring things with columnar jointing and other elements of geology in video games where they'll have just some sort of strange regularity to the rocks as a heavy emphasis. Just like how a lot of games like to have quarries in them now. Just it's a visually striking thing. So you are actually here, right? What the fuck? There he is again. This is the third time he's in a cutscene, and I don't remember him dying. So yeah, I think it's just a glitch where he's just not in my party as a playable character, which sucks because I'm pretty sure he was like my second most important character to use in combat. Shit. Stop the caravan. The ravens reluctantly take a moment to catch their breaths. That's Bellower on our heels. We can't just ignore it. We all know how this is going to end. Bellower just never fucking stops. God damn. You know what happens if we make a stand against Bellower. If the serpent awaits us at the tower, then we'll have to face it with Bellower at our backs. And that's no option at all. I mean, we keep walking across a bunch of precarious micro-platforms. Can't we just destroy one of them somehow? I've always wanted to meet Bellower. Seems like the time. Who else wants to see a legend in action? By which I mean me. Sure, go for it, Krumer. You're not in my party anyway, apparently, you weird ghost man. Hey, Sigbjorn. Hey everyone, all the viral in a cutscene together all of a sudden. I'm tired of walking. I'll make a stand. Oh, am I gonna lose all my viral? Oh shit. No. That's like actively a problem when that happens. If I'm gonna die down here, may as well be against a Sunder. You won't come back. Who's going to take you there anyway? I'll go. What happened to our you're gonna be with me at the end to make sure that things don't go poorly? Let's see. Go where exactly? To speak with Bellower. I can speak to him. Perhaps he'll listen. And I'm the only one who can create my own light. At worst, I can distract them for a moment. At best, maybe we'll learn something. Something about Alfred's willingness strikes you as odd. She winks, slyly. And if he doesn't want to talk? That's what I'm hoping. Won't be the first time I've vanished without a trace. We'll meet up again up the road. I'm not going to be able to talk you out of this, am I? No, but maybe you have a message you want me to deliver. Oh boy. Oh boy. So you can basically be like, you can basically say sorry, fuck you, or try not to be mentioned. I'm a little concerned about this option. Dare I try to apologize after all this shit? On one hand, after what happened, it makes sense on some level, but on the other hand, we've been fighting for so long, and I rely on the trust of the people around me. And there's the level of, they killed Ballard killed Rook and other characters. But it is this endless war, and I'm trying to just make the war stop. Because I'm just trying not to deal with these damn people. I've got priorities right now that aren't the conflict between us and the dredge. Tell him I'm sorry. Interesting. I'll try to be convincing. Alfred conjures a light of her own. Juno watches but makes no move to stop her. So these cliffs were homes for the dredge. Because I'm starting to see a lot of movement ahead. Whatever you do, Ditch, don't scream. This time the shifting shadows in the corners of your eyes are real, ahead and behind. Others have noticed and are quietly pulling blades, flickering like a school of fish as you press together. An earth-shaking howl echoes off stone as if surrounding you. Bellower, somewhere out there. Fear seeps in against your will. How many people did I just lose? So we can try to make our way around the masses, which sounds stupid. Okay, they're warped everywhere ahead, clustered together to slow your progress. A lot more dot the horizon. We're so close, says Valgard, and you know his frustration. We can try to go around them, but that doesn't make sense because they just said we're surrounded, so that doesn't make sense based on what I've been told. We can charge or stand our ground, but they're clustered to slow us. So if we stop entirely, we're playing into their plans. So we're gonna want to charge. What are you waiting for? You shout. An invitation from Bellower, push through. What characters are available? I think I just... Oh my god. I was right. They took Alfred and all of my Varl. Except for Ivor, who is literally who I'm playing as, so it's kind of hard to take him away. Shit. That, is not good news. Because I'm giving those people my levels. A distressing number of these characters are my minimum level characters. That have not been leveled up at all. Probably gonna bring you in despite your reduced strength. Because you can at least heal people's armor, which at least Kiwi and Ivor are super strong. Valgard's weakened. Wow. All these characters don't even have their points spent yet. Spar doesn't even have his points spent, but I've used him in combat like twice or more. Oh, but I was using him in combat against my will. I've used him as a... Okay, all the more reason to go through every single character's levels and spend them at the very least. I've used Spar in scenarios where they forced me to use Spar as a surprise, and then also I've used him as a reinforcement character. Fuck it, I'm gonna go through every single character and make sure their points are spent. That's something I haven't been considering, is that when I'm forced to use a character that I haven't actively... You're an example of that too. When I'm forced to use a character I have not actively leveled up, then their stats are all shit. Because I literally just haven't spent the points they already have. Okay. Now everyone's points are spent. There was like 4 of them. That's scary. Jeez. At least you have a 13. You get bonus crit for adjacent allies. That's something. He's got a reasonably high strength value. Maybe the strongest of all the humans? Besides, I think the only competition he has is Alfred, at least from this party. All my favorite characters to use have already been used. Knowing that I have less strength than others means it might be reasonable to use Spar. Because I might be fighting characters that have like 17 strength, so using Spar on someone like Bach, for example, can give him bonus damage to deal with the fact that he's just not that high up there. I need an armor break though, don't I? Like Bach has a handful. Ditch is the one that has a lot of armor break, but he's still wounded. Spar has a surprisingly large amount of armor break, actually, for a human unit. I'm super not fond of this. I feel like Axe Storm is just not effective. A lot of the human characters specialize in this weird method of hitting a character over and over again with an attack that does like 1 damage. And it never seems to amount to any reasonable amount of damage. The only thing I can think of that would make it worth it is that one title that gives you bonus damage the more times you hit the same guy, but that's so... No, that's restricted to 1 character for the entire game, which is pretty bad. Dare I use Mogan? He has a lot of willpower. Is that what the humans specialize in? Is high willpower or something? I mean, a lot of the characters have... I guess I can't really cross-compare very much because I don't have other characters to look at. Well, I already have 2 support characters, so Spar's kind of out of place. I guess I'll bring in Mogan. See, Juno's not even using an item right now. I have... Oh, none of these characters can level up. Alright, so the amount of renown I have doesn't matter. 3 will per rest, 1 armor per rest, plus 1 will. She'll probably be actively healing people's armor, but if I get the chance, a rest is a rest. Or I could rip an item off another character? No. I think the items that other characters were using are gone right now. That's... Oh, you can use that one. A bit of strength resist. I'll probably use that on one of the other characters. Let's give you this willpower item. I'll give you this guy's strength resist. Give you a chance. Let's see. That's 1 armor per turn. That's plus 1 strength. Let's give you the strength item. And we'll just hope I don't die. Haha. Oh no, no, they don't have a single weak unit. Not even one. Their weakest unit is their caster, which already has a 13, making them stronger than all humans. So they have 2 17s up front. There's a 13, a 15. What do these guys do? They explode, they bludgeon. My hit deals strength and armor damage. Not very descriptive. That just says that they attack me, basically. I guess we should get positioned to deal with the high strength people first. Just try to get rid of them if I can. This crack makes it so I can't move correctly, I guess. Let's see, Baki moves first. Mogan moves second. Caster's in the back. We kind of gotta just charge forward. God. The best thing we have going for us is that the AI is not very smart, or at least on normal difficulty. They make misplays. If I was that team, I'm pretty sure I would just crush us if I was controlling these guys, because that's a lot of. No, none of them have weak strength or armor. The lowest we have is this guy is 10 and 13, but he's the one that's going to give all of them +3, which is a terrifying skill. Like, I don't like using it because I care about the long-term survival of my characters, but the asshole AI can just give everybody +3 and be like, have fun. And he's going to come first. I think I want to wait for them to come at me. They're probably gonna use their willpower to move further too. Yeah. Ooh, but they have... my characters do have more armor than they have strength, so I can face off against their attack at least. Can you reach that guy? No. I think we're gonna wait. Let them approach. I don't really have a preemptive defensive thing to use right now. Nobody really has a need for a buff. I can throw some stones around. Ah. Yes. Oh, now it's letting me do more than one. Why is that suddenly a thing? Alright. There we go. Put those in his way and he can't reach me on his first turn even if he uses his willpower, which means that I get the first attack, which is good news. Okay. You don't really do anything besides confuse. Confuse has a limited range. I'd have to move forward 3 rows while going all the way over here to do that. And you're, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and that lines up with there. So, 1, 2, 3. Could be useful. He might just come down and get me, though, right afterwards. It's a risk. He's not a high-strength character, though. But 13 is still enough to do a lot of damage to somebody with 9. This guy would not be able to reach me. These guys don't have ranged attacks. Could be a worthwhile risk. Especially since she can't... Right, I have to remember she can't die. Worst case scenario, I just have to wait for her to come back. Admittedly, that does waste turns. No, not him. Oh, asshole. It's the wrong guy. Ooh, now I get the first hit. Confuse is pretty strong. I've been more reluctant to use them than I probably should be. The troll stones hurt anything that goes near them, right? I'm not clear on whether it does 1 damage to anyone that's near it that turn, or 1 damage that's anyone that ever passes by it ever. I don't know if it's a long-term damage source or not. Let's see, Bach is going to want to stay back or hang out with an ally over here. I'm going to move forward a little bit so I don't block Mogan, potentially. But I don't want to run forward into this guy because I want these two to team up on them. I'm currently using the stones to throttle their progress because they're big-ass Varl type units that can't get around very well. And that's handy. Axe Storm is a ranged attack. With not a great chance of doing much of anything, really. can it even reach... it's 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. No, I meant to hit this... first of all, fuck off with that. But yeah, I meant to do the second willpower, so it had a 10% higher chance of hitting. I feel like that thing always misses, like, immediately, though, on the first or second swing, despite the relatively high starting hit chance. Time to cause some damage. There we go. I very specifically need to stop him from doing things to me. So you're damaged already. Next priority is for me to run all the way up here and hit the other guy. Alright, I'm not taking damage. Good to know. And now they both have crappy strength, and now this entire fight is way less dangerous. Not perfect, but less. Ooh, I can't get there. There's no way. Also, they hit me more with those ranged attacks, frustratingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't get over there. First of all, they're on the way, but that's not how far they can go. But look at them. They're diagonal from each other. It never happens, but they are. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically possible, but that guy's going to go soon. But Bach could block him from getting to Ivan, technically. But he also doesn't have that much strength, which actually, I guess that makes it even better for Bach to block him. Bach, 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 Bach. I've got to do it. I'm just so excited about the opportunity to do this for once. Screw you guys. What? Oh, god damn it. God damn it. Alright, it was still 9 damage, so it's pretty good for that character. But, I thought that... I read this as 3 people in a row. That's just this guy's giant square. There's nobody standing right here. It's just this guy overall. It just, the shape looked so regular that I was like, oh, I got this, and I didn't consider that it's just the giant Varl dude, so it doesn't actually work as a chain of 4 guys. I just saw the shape, and I was so excited to finally do it. But never mind. Who has the highest strength so I can make them attack us for their friends? You have the highest strength. I will now make you attack your friends. I need to go up 2 tiles, and then I have to worry about whether or not she's gonna get attacked immediately afterwards. Let's find out. I should be reckless with her because she does come back to life. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, why are you so stupid? You had your chance to obliterate my character, and you're like, I'm gonna use the wibbly wobbly thing that does like 1 point of damage. I'm very smart. Let's see. I would prefer you not to reach Ivan, so I'm gonna get in your way. Because you're a big ass Varl type character. You can't do shit about that, can you? Owie. My armor. I like my armor. If I get him now, the next turn Ivor can attack somebody that's more worthy of attacking than a 2 strength dude. Like, it's weird that this guy has a bloody flail, an axe storm attack, but he doesn't have a ranged attack. Come on! God, that attack sucks. No! I had a plan! You ruined my plan. Damn it. I wanted to get you gone so I could go hit that guy next. No, don't do that. Admittedly, I've weakened most of the guys that's supposed to make dangerous. So I got that going for me. 12 damage. You're probably the top priority right now. I see a diagonal right there. Oh. Shit. That was supposed to hit him. Did it hit him? He had 15 a second ago, right? So it did hit him. I just didn't realize, I didn't check for Ivan. Crap. Oh well. Now he's got less, and he's got less. They've all got less. The important thing is for everyone to have less strength now. Uh-oh. Oh, you went for armor attack. Odd. Okay. Huh. Ooh, you're all in a line for me. How nice of you. I'm gonna step back so I don't get hit again the same way. Because that would suck. Mogan. I'm sorry. It's just so exciting, I have to do it. That was a streak right there. He's down to 1, he's got 7 left. That was decent. He took 4 damage, right? So it's 4, 5, 6. That was, yeah. But he took 5. So it's a bit of a trade-off. As long as Moga doesn't go down, there's no penalty though. But also, I'll hopefully get to move on past this fight and never use him again. So it's got that going for it too. 11. Not enough willpower? No! No, it's the one thing you do. Damn it. You can't even, you're not even good at things now. That was the one thing you're good at. I guess you have to rest, because that's how you get your willpower back. And we have to hope she doesn't die this turn, because that would undo things a bit. It's Bach's turn. These guys are all going to get a spike of strength, so I want to take out whoever has the most strength at any given moment, so that they can't use it against me when they all get a spike in a moment, because I can't get to that guy. He's so far away. 4 damage, please. There we go. Ouchie. That was rude. That's not a very good hit chance. And as per usual, have I ever hit a single attack that had a less than 50% chance of hitting? I feel like they're not even real dice rolls. At times I feel like the game's just like, no, that just means you won't hit at all. I'm all out of willpower. Well, that doesn't matter. Well, it kind of matters. Fuck! Okay. Sorry, Bach. I kind of thought... I really thought that she was using umbrage, not rupture. Wow, he blew up his entire team on us. Admittedly, ow, that hurt me a lot. I don't really want to go running over there right now, because dude has... no, I can take him. First of all, screw you. Second of all, screw you. Third of all, screw you. There we go. Now you can't get through my strength. He can't get through my armor at all now. This is gonna hurt your willpower, but you still have enough to do a lightning strike? You do. Ivan gets a kill. Hey, that was what he needed too. And it's over. I win. Hooray. We didn't even die. And Bach got injured, which isn't terrible. It is convenient that Juno just can't be injured. It's a whole mechanic that doesn't apply to her because of her infinite respawning, which admittedly can be a downside, because if she runs out of willpower and she starts infinitely respawning, then I have to deal with the fact that, like, she just keeps wasting a turn for me.